a falling star. When you make a wish, ooh, just remember luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then you ask the stars up above, the planets of light, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of earth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
the planets of light, who controls your very soul?
Coming to you live from the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network in New York City, you're watching Astrology Numerology Now live for Monday, October 22nd, 2018. I'm your host. You already know, this is Z Starman, professional astrologer, numerologist, where every week at this time when we can, we bring you the latest astrology news and information. As I always say, real astrology, real numerology in real time. We are celebrating our 10th year. This program started in 2008, before there was Facebook, before there was Twitter, before there was Instagram. There was Astrology Numerology Now, giving you the latest astrology news and information. If you want to talk to me and if you're watching live, it's Monday night, October 22nd, 2018. I got a lot to share with you. I got a lot to share with you. There's a lot going on right now. So if you want to talk astrology and numerology with me live, it's October 22nd. Give me a call right now, 212-757-1393. We're live from Moneymaker Manhattan in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. If you want to talk astrology, numerology, give me a call right now. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. I'm here for you. Let's talk astrology. Let's talk numerology. Now, let's start the show rolling. We're saying goodbye to Libra. This is the last day. We're on a live telecast. This is the last day of Libra. So we're saying goodbye to Libra. The sun is in the sign of Libra till October 23rd, which is tomorrow, at 7:22 a.m. So we're saying goodbye to Libra. All the handsome Libra man and Libra woman, it's time to say goodbye to Libra. I believe we're in camera 2, control room. It's time to say goodbye to Libras. And tomorrow on October 23rd at 2018 at 7:22 in the morning, it's Scorpio season. It's the official start of Scorpio. The sun is in the sign of Scorpio until October or till November 22nd. There's the Scorpion. We can move the pictures control room. There's the symbol for Scorpio. There's another one of my favorite symbols for Scorpio. The sun enters the sign of Scorpio tomorrow, October 23rd, 2018. We're live if you're watching the show after the 23rd. The sun starts, or Scorpio season, the middle of the fall equinox starts tomorrow at 7:22 a.m. So babies born, let's say babies born tonight all over the world. If they're born before 7:22 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 3 hours earlier on the Pacific West Coast, let's say in California, which is 4:22 a.m., they're still Libras. But again, Libra season starts tomorrow at 7:22 a.m. We have another Libra picture I wanted to show them, control room. Now, in Native American astrology, Libra or Scorpio is ruled by the snake. Just like Chinese astrology, 2018 is the year of the dog for Chinese astrology. But in Native American astrology, the Native American symbol for Scorpio is the snake. So snakes are slippery, just like Scorpios. They move. So you ever see a scorpion? They move funny in the water. And you see a snake, it slithers. So it's the underhanded sort of kind of mysterious, devious, poisonous things about these two animals or about these two reptilians, because that's what they are, reptilians. So they're both deadly, they're both cunning, they're both poisonous, and the Native American symbol for Scorpio is the snake. Let's show them that one more time. Know your Native American side. Native American for Scorpio, the animal symbol is the snake. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Scorpio. It's about Scorpios. I want to hear from my Scorpios. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, hit me up right now. There's a lot of going on from an astrology and numerology point of view that I want you to keep it locked right where it is to fill you in. If you don't know anything about astrology, if you don't know anything about numerology, stay tuned into the show, because that's what we're talking, astrology, numerology now. Now, again, the name of the show is Astrology Numerology Now. And from a numerology point of view, October 2018 is a number 3 universal month. It's a number 3 universal month because October is the 10th month of the year, and we're going to add it to 2018, which is a number 11. You do the math. 10 plus 21 equals 3. So, 10 plus 11 equals 21. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we're in a 3 universal month, and the 3 is great for creativity. Performing artists, musicians, actors, painters, photographers, sort of kind of make it happen this year or this month, the month of October. It's also good for people who are born on the 12th, because 1 and 2 is 3, the 30th, 3 plus 0 is 3, the 21st, 2 plus 1 is 3, and the plain 3 itself. And it's a cool month for Gemini's people. Any place where there's 3, let's say if you live on 3rd Avenue, it's positive energy on 3rd Avenue. Let's say if you live on a 111th Street, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. So October 2013 is a number 3 universal month. Let them say it one more time, control room. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. October is a 3 universal month. What is your universal month? What is your universal year? Understand and know yourself from an astrology and numerology point of view. There's a lot of stuff going out there, and we need to get to know ourselves and what's going on with the planets from an astrology, numerology point of view. I hear we have a phone call. We have a couple of phone calls, says my director, Dietrich Kelsey. Caller, you're on Astrology Numerology Now with Z Starman. Hello, caller. Okay, we're still trying to get that out. Don't
Hey,
be
Starman.
Hello.
Hey, it's Robert. How you doing, Starman?
Who is this?
Robert.
Robert?
Yep.
And where are you calling from, Robert?
Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. What's your birthday?
12/11/60.
12/11/60?
Yep.
Okay. Now you're a Sagittarius.
Yep. 1:37 a.m.
Do you know your moon sign and your rising sign?
Rising is Libra, I think.
Rising sign is Libra?
Yeah.
Your rising sign is Libra. What's your moon sign?
Hang on a second.
Okay, listen, I want you to listen. We're live, and I can't hang on per se.
Okay.
But from a numerology point of view, this is a number 7 personal year. This is a year where you should spend a lot of time to yourself, getting to know who you are from an astrology and numerology point of view. The 7 is a loner, so maybe you had a separation from family or friends. You sort of kind of take a sabbatical during a 7 year. Now, as we approach 2019, and October is sort of kind of to really start to get ready for 2019, you'll be in a number 8 personal year, which is about money, finances, resources coming to shore or coming back into your life. Now's a good time to promote yourself. if you're whatever you do astrologically or business-wise, because it's an 8 personal year. But Robert, the biggest thing that you and other Sagittariuses have to look forward to, if your sun sign is Sagittarius, your moon sign is Sagittarius, or your rising sign is Sagittarius, wherever Sagittarius is in your chart, look forward to the entrance of Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius on November 8th. Jupiter is the largest sign in the solar system, so your ruling planet, Sagittarius' ruling planet, is coming back for the first time in 12 years. So
Hallelujah.
your ruling planet right now is in Scorpio. So you could have made a lot of money over the last year or so, but now with Jupiter getting ready to go into the sign of Sagittarius, the emphasis and focus is on reaching out because, you know, it's in your 3rd house. So it's about reaching out to brothers and sisters, and maybe if you have a writing project in the back of your mind somewhere, you should bring that to the forefront also. With Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius. Jupiter is called the great benefit because it expands things. Jupiter is about 1,000 times, 1,300 times bigger than the planet Earth. So Jupiter returns home to Sagittarius on November 8th. Jupiter stays in the sign for about a year. It's going to be there till about December 2nd, 2019. So you have a lot to look forward to, Robert, with the 8 personal year on the horizon, and also with the entrance of Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius. Your ruling planet comes back home.
What does 8 personal year mean?
Again, as I mentioned, it's about abundance, it's about money, it's about business, it's about accumulating wealth. But 8 is related to the sign of Scorpio. So it's the death of things, or the demise of, not a physical death per se, but old habits, old people. But 8 is basically a financial type of year. So you should do well once again with the 8 personal year and the sun sign in the sign, or Jupiter entering Sagittarius. Robert, I gotta go. My control room's telling me I gotta go.
Bless you.
Thank you, Robert, for calling the show, and I'm going to put up my number after the show, or in a few minutes, so we can talk some more. Thank you. Now, next caller. Let's take the next caller. Caller, you're live from New York City on Astrology Numerology Now with Z Starman.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
Who is this?
Pamela.
What's your name?
Pamela.
Pamela. Hey, Pamela. What day is
Hi.
your birthday, Pamela?
June 16th, 1954.
Hey, June 16th, 1964. That's my buddy Pamela.
It's me.
Pamela the violinist. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Really well.
June 16th, 1964. So how can I help
54.
you tonight? 54.
Actually, I'm not calling about myself. My niece is in labor, and she's not sure when the baby will be coming. And I told her that, well, if the baby's got early in the morning before.
What sign is your niece?
She's a Virgo, September 7th.
September 7th, Virgo. How old is she? How old is she?
I don't know, 34.
34. Okay, so let's say she was born in 1984, so to speak.
Okay.
It's 1984.
Sounds good to me.
But the big thing that's coming up for her is that this is a 9-year, and in a 9-year, it's a year of it's a graduation period. Is this a first child for her?
No, it's her second.
Okay, she's gonna need a bigger house. I see a big move for her because Jupiter is in the sign of Sagittarius starting next month in the sign of November, or excuse me, in the month of November. So it's gonna be in her 4th house. The 4th house is the bottom of the chart. And Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Sagittarius. So any Virgo people with Virgo rising, she has a beautiful gift and a blessing to look forward to having a child coming to her house, and you're going to be a grand auntie or a grand auntie.
or some grand auntie. Great aunt.
So
I'm a great auntie.
you're a great auntie. Is that what they call it, a great auntie?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
I've got a Virgo rising.
you have a Virgo rising?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you're not having any new additions in your house.
Ooh.
You're not having any new additions in your house. Pamela,
No.
I gotta go, but I'll talk to
Okay.
you after the show, okay?
Awesome. Perfect. I'll have a good evening.
Thank you, dear. We gotta go. The director says we gotta speed it up here now. Anybody, Pamela or Robert, if you want to contact me after the show, let's show them the number control room. Here it is, 646-389-1311, 646-389-1311 is the number to call. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. What are you waiting for? Get to know who you are from an astrology, numerology point of view. I'm on all the social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or you can email me at astrologylover@hotmail.com. Hit up Z Starman, 646-389-1311. Now, some other big astrological news. I got to get this in. I want y'all to know what's going on. Venus is in retrograde. A lot of people out there know that Venus is in retrograde. Venus, which is the closest planet, now that picture that we're looking at is a picture of the planet Venus taken from outer space. I know in previous past, we've showed pictures of Venus looking orange or reddish orange all the time. So Venus is in retrograde. A lot of people will say Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde, but the grammatically correct way is to say Venus is in retrograde, and this started on October 5th. It's going to last to the 16th, and it's in retrograde in the sign of Scorpio and Libra. It's going to go back into the sign of Libra on the 31st, Halloween. And I want to say hello to all my people who are watching the show on the BCAT channel in Brooklyn, New York. It's a lot going down on Halloween, so I want you to keep it locked right where it is, because I know the show is going to be aired in Brooklyn before Halloween gets here. But again, we have Venus retrograde. There's the astrological symbol for Venus. Venus and the RX. RX means retrograde. It's an old, we go to any pharmacy, we see the RX. Astrologers 200 years ago could write prescriptions. An astrologer could write a prescription for Valium or whatever. But Venus is retrograde Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Scorpio until November the 16th. Same thing as any retrograde. Venus retrograde is a cosmic timeout. Some of the things that you don't do on a Venus retrograde is start a new love affair, especially if you're a Libra, especially if you're a Scorpio. Venus is coming back into Libra on the 31st, on Halloween night, so it gives Libras, it's going to give Libras a chance until December 2nd to figure out some of the things that are going wrong in their life when it comes to their money, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to beauty and wealth. So Venus is retrograde. We're only halfway through it. It's a 42-day retrograde that happens once every 2 years. So be mindful, everyone. Do the same thing that you would in a Venus on a Mercury retrograde that you would do on a Venus retrograde, or do the same thing you would do on a Venus retrograde that you would do on a Mercury retrograde. And again, it's in the bottom part of Scorpio right now, the beginning decadent of Scorpio. So a lot of Scorpios, then Libras. Libra, you got a whole month to fix your love life and your relationship life with Venus being retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. 212-757-1393 is the number to call to talk to Z Starman, professional astrologer, numerologist. Now, I got a lot of people, I get emailed all the time about my style of astrology. My style of astrology is self-taught. I've had a few mentors, but I've been doing it for 40 years. So I'm blessed to see the planets move and spin and turn over the last 40 years and how I've grown professionally. over the last 12 years with Jupiter. Jupiter, I talked about Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius earlier, and when Jupiter was last in Sagittarius in 2006, that's when my media career started. So know who you are from an astrology and numerology point of view. Everybody out there, it's more to you than just being a Scorpio or a Gemini or Aquarius or a Pisces. It's more than that. We're a combination of all the planets and a combination of all the numbers. So while we got a few minutes left, let's show them the number one more time, control room, so they can call the show. 212-757-1393 is the number to call to talk to Z Star Man, to ask a question about a relationship or a business or a lover or a child or a husband. Hit me up while we're live. We got a few minutes to go, but I got to get out this stuff also. Up next, from an astrology point of view, in astrology, we talk a lot about aspects. Seasoned astrologers know what aspects are. And I'm going to talk about the couple of aspects that we have coming up from an astrology point of view. Aspects are the geometric relationship from one planet to another, or between any two planets or a planet and another point in the astrology chart. And there are major aspects that we deal with all the time. And that is the conjunction, when planets are close together. The sextile, when planets are two signs apart. The square, when there are 90-degree angles, see, it's about the relationship. How does Venus get along with Mars? So if you can think of people, how does the mother get along with the father? Or how does the father get along with the third child? So planets are kind of like people, and they relate to each other, and that's called aspects. So the first aspect, we got to run it through real quick right here. The sun is opposite Uranus. The sun is opposite Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Live studio audience, the next 48 hours is big. And those who watch this show after, let's say, Tuesday and Wednesday, the world is getting ready to change. There's getting ready to be some dramatic changes with the sun in Scorpio opposite Uranus, that's in the sign of Taurus. So it's a push-pull of family and domestic things. A lot of things are getting ready to be revealed to us that we had known before, but it's finally coming to confirmation. Now, we got on the 24th, 2 days from today, live studio audience. And after the live studio audience, pay attention. We have a full moon in the sign of Taurus. See, there's a lot of Taurus and Scorpio energy, Leo energy, a lot of challenging things to the fixed sign. So there'll be a full moon in the sign of Taurus on October 24th. See what happens. You know, I try to stay off the train on these couple of days, the 23rd and 24th live studio audience, because I feel there's going to be something going down on public transportation on that day. And also that day, come back to me, thank you. We have the moon in Taurus, conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Check that out, you seasoned astrologers. We got the moon conjunct. See, we have, those are symbols. It's like reading hieroglyphics. The moon conjunct, that's the astrological symbol for a conjunction, meaning planets are coming together, or more than one planet's in the same sign at the same time, conjunct Uranus. And that's October 24th at 11:35 a.m. So if you can, stay off the buses, stay off the trains, walk to work, get a city bike, or don't go at all. I don't trust the subways when we have all these heavy conjunctions that are going on. Up next is that we got on the 26th of October, Sun conjunct Venus, and we got this big mega millions drawing. Somebody's going to be a billionaire. Somebody's going to be a billionaire. It's going to change somebody's life. That's the Sun conjunct Venus. Character and personality conjunct money in the sign of Scorpio. So I would say this is a good time to buy your lottery ticket, because the Sun is conjunct Venus in the sign of Scorpio. You hear that, Scorpio? The Sun is conjunct Venus in the sign of Scorpio. So that's a great day to buy your lottery ticket. We got another thing going on astrologically. Again, know who you are from an astrology and numerology point of view, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Up next, we got Mercury conjunct the sign of Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio. There's a symbol for Mercury. Conjunct, meaning that symbol means the planets are together. So Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. So Mercury and Jupiter will be aligned up in the sign of Scorpio. A lot of people get your money to right. A lot of people are going to be prayerful. We're going to be in a prayerful mode, live TV studio audience in the next 48 hours. And a lot of people are going to be turning to God and religion and just meditating, because we're going to need, after this full moon, to levitate and vibrate on a higher frequency. Up next is Mercury enters the sign of Sagittarius. Uh-oh. Mercury is in the sign of Sagittarius. There's a picture from outer space with Mercury, or the arrow of Mercury over the picture, or excuse me, the arrow of Sagittarius, Sagittarius the centaur, over the planet Mercury. That's how Mercury looks from outer space. Mercury enters Sagittarius. Mercury's going to be in Sagittarius for more than a month, because on November 16th, Mercury is about to go direct. Mercury's going direct, or excuse me, retrograde, the day after Venus goes direct. Let's show them that symbol one more time, because I want y'all to know this, especially my Sagittarius people. You got Jupiter entering Sagittarius. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in next week's show. And Mercury enters the sign of Sagittarius. Now, up next and the last thing, we got Venus opposite Uranus. Quickly, let's get this in. Venus is going to be in the sign of Scorpio, and it's going to be opposite Uranus and Taurus. Lovers and relationships try not to fall out with each other. And last but not least, Venus enters back into the sign of Libra on October 31st. So Libra people, it's time to clean up your act. That's about all the time we have for astrology numerology. If you want to know more about who you are and what you are from an astrology numerology point of view, give me a call. We're going to show the number. I want to thank my control room, and I want to thank everyone for allowing me to come live from New York City into your living room and onto your devices. This is Z Starman saying peace, love, light, namaste.
Your life is controlled by the stars. Ooh, the planets of life. Virgo is known for versatility, while Taurus for persistency. Yet Aries to be very, very ambitious. Libra, the cheerful and merry one.
Pisces, you fish. You are a romanticist, constantly striving to escape from reality into the blessed land of your dreams.